Fruit Fan asks, when's the next Ask Fruit? Well, Fruit Fan, look at the time if you have a watch. I conveniently don't, but it's time for another Ask Fruit. How convenient. I had this plan where I'd do that, and then I'd put in the intro sequence, with video effects and music, and then I realized I don't have an intro on any of my videos. So hi-de-ho everyone, my name's Mr. Fruit, and welcome to the second, not inaugural anymore, just the second episode of Ask Fruit. I did one about a month ago, and I think I'm gonna do this as a monthly thing. Keep it a little special. It does take a little bit more work, but I like it, and so we'll try every month. Perhaps I'll do bi-monthly, not really sure. We're gonna go with this for now though, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I love you. Let's dive right into things. Aiden P Gaming asks, how many licks does it take to get to the fruity center of a fruit pop? 1, 2, 3. Garrett Cundy Sick asks, if you can go back in time and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be and why? Go back to my younger self and tell them you like guacamole. Tried guacamole earlier. It's been about a year and a half since I tried guacamole for my first time. You heard me. I was 19 when I tried my first guacamole. Or was I 20? I'm not sure. I was one of those, and boy do I regret it, because guacamole is delicious. I love guacamole. So okay. On a serious note, I'd probably go back to my 9th grade self, which was a freshman in high school, and tell him not to quit Pokemon. As I've mentioned in a few videos, I used to play Pokemon competitively, and I don't mean to toot my own horn, but part of it was I was actually pretty good, and I made it into the World Championships freshman year of high school. I made it in previously, but I also made it in this year. I was like 7th in the US or something, so you got an invite to the World Championships, and it was in Hawaii, and I turned it down because I didn't want to miss my first week of high school. I wouldn't even have missed my whole entire first week of high school, just like 2 days. Let me tell you, that's probably, when I look back at life, it's probably one of my biggest regrets, which sounds funny, something about Pokemon, but I do. It was fun, it was engaging, I had invested a lot of time into it. You got scholarships and stuff, and I wish I'd gone. I wish I'd kept playing, but it was really time consuming, and boy was I wrong. Listen, okay? High school, if you haven't been into it, it's not that scary. Believe me. I know it's daunting, but just take it one step at a time, and you have to realize too, everyone else there has no idea what they're doing either. They're just as scared and confused as you are. So once you get into a groove of things, get past the first week, make a friend, maybe you don't, it doesn't really matter. High school's really not that scary, and the first week is not that important. Trust me. So if you got invited to the Pokemon World Championships in the first week of your high school, just go, man. Just go. That was so insightful. Levi Bradley asks, like video game? Same. Nothing But Rags asks, Mr. Fruit is freaking ripped. I mean, look at his muscles in that dancing video. What's your secret? Well, subscribe now and I'll tell you the 10 quick steps to getting yourself jacked in no time. No, I'm just kidding. You'll have to pay me for that. Now, there were a lot of comments like this because of my last dancing video. I mean, most people were like, Mr. Fruit used to be so freaking ripped. And I'm like, what? Used to? What would make you think that? Joking aside though, I was in my prime around my senior year of high school and the freshman year of college, but something happened when was it? No, it was sophomore year. Yeah, about when I started this channel seriously, actually. Part of it was because I had mono combined with this rare form of strep throat or something that wasn't a part of it, and combined, it pretty much put me out of commission for 5 or 6 months, because the problem was being in college, you always had to go to classes and stuff, and I couldn't take time off, so I was just sort of in a sick cycle, like a circle of sickness, and I never really got healthy. And because of this, I had no energy, I couldn't do anything, so I didn't get to work out for 6 months, where I had been going 6 times a week for like 3 years at that point. But unfortunately that put me back, and then after that I couldn't get into a groove. But recently I've been getting on the diet and I've been working out again to try and get back to that, because I miss my old physique, and it's not just that I want to look better, I want to feel healthier. And especially having a sedentary job as I do here, which would be YouTube and making videos. I mean, I sit all day, so I definitely do like to feel healthy and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I do. And as far as a secret, if you genuinely want to start getting working out or something, just be serious about it. If you just get motivated, just go. Honestly, that's the hardest part, just getting to the gym. And if you don't know what to do, Google it. There's so many easy workouts for you to do. If you don't know how to do something, YouTube it. Honestly, sometimes I get an exercise and I'm like, I don't remember what this is, and I Google it. I'm not above that. And on top of that, if you're to the gym and you feel like you're getting judged, who cares? Who cares? And don't go to the gym and judge people. Everyone there has their own walk of life and they're there for some reason, despite what they might look like. But at the end of the day, they're there and most people aren't. And so they deserve some recognition for that. They're trying to better their lives. So just go to the gym, and I guarantee you too, you're going to see, maybe you might not see the biggest gains as fast as possible, but you're definitely going to feel better about yourself and life in general. The endorphins will get pumping. You'll understand what I mean if you ever go. So there's my little soapbox about that. Working out is a passion of mine. And also I love to get that pump. Brendan Carter asks, what television show tickles your fancy? Netflix, anime, etc. included. I would have to say that my favorite TV show that stands the test of time, because I could go like nostalgia and say like Pokemon, but realistically a TV show where no matter how long it is, I could watch it and not cringe, because, well, let's be honest, something like Pokemon was a lot more awesome when I was younger. You try and watch it again, the originals aren't so bad, but especially as it progresses, it's a little like, man, I found that this is much different than I remember. It would have to be The Last Airbender, including The Legend of Korra. Both of those series, Last Airbender was definitely more of my childhood. Granted, that was like middle school, but my god, that is a fantastic TV show. It doesn't matter how old you are, you should be able to appreciate that. So if you haven't seen it, go do that. You'll thank me. Start with The Last Airbender, and if you like it, go ahead to The Legend of Korra. Doesn't quite live up to The Last Airbender, but still, especially the first season, artwork was fantastic. But that would be my answer, Last Airbender. And no, before you ask, the movie doesn't exist to me. As far as I'm concerned, there was never a movie about Avatar. Okay. Now, I don't remember who asked, so please forgive me, but someone wanted to see a new setup since I got this backdrop and the lights and everything, so I'm going to do a quick setup of the new Shindig, if you want to see it. And again, I'm sorry, I couldn't find your comment. I'd seen it and I forgot to I'm sorry. Well, hello there, long time no see. Hi there. We're gonna walk you through this real quick. I'm gonna have to switch my camera. Don't know what that's gonna do to the microphone. Sorry about the mic quality change, but it's the room, the acoustics, this microphone, so here we go. Now here you'll see the foam wall I had mentioned in all of its glory. Now ironically enough, in the face cam and everything, it turns up blue, but I promise you this is purple. Like, I'm looking at it in the camera and it looks blue, but I guarantee you 1000% it's purple. But this is the sound foam board I had made, as you'll see here. It's made out of some wood. I made a frame, little thing for it to sit on. Now I did this so that I could make it mobile to actually two pieces, and I can take them apart or whatever you want to call it, and they're mobile. So that way, if I'm moving around a lot, I can do that, but use that as the backboard to the face cam and all the videos and stuff. Now I moved my whole setup here. So the lights are right there. Oh, look at that. Ah, they're so bright. So they sit right there. And as an OCD person, this just, oh god, this hurts. But unfortunately, I don't have much because the light posts stand, blah, 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 blah. They need room to sit, and because of this, it needs space. And because of the space, I can't do much with the wiring. It just sits there and taunts me. But c'est la vie, that's how that works. I have to connect the lights actually over to that power outlet. The computer's out over here. Again, sorry about that. All the equipment is pretty much the same as I mentioned before. A lot of you have asked what my headphones are I put into my face cam videos. They're the Sennheiser 565 or something like that. I don't know. The color palette's super dope though. The retro sort of tan brown. Do enjoy. There's my microphone stand. Well, all that sort of stuff. You might ask, why do I have two BB-8 droids? These are the ones you can control with the smartphone. Super cool. This one I got for Christmas by my mama, and this one I got from Christmas from a subscriber. So thank you so much. I'm pretty sure he sent me that Pokeball, which was awesome. Thank you very much. You're all too kind to me. But really, that's about the major things that have changed. The change of scenery, the lights, and the foam board. That's pretty much it, honestly. So again, if you want to know all the specs and all this stuff, I think I did that on one of my last setup vlogs where I went more in depth onto it. So there you go. XX Fastfin XXS. Fruit lock your doors. The fetch. Oh my god. Get out while you can. Jessica B. Pottering asks, why the neckbeard, man? I like the addition. Why the neckbeard, man? Like, you're so judgmental in this, but that's okay. I get this a lot. You'll see probably remnants, I think, of my neckbeard. I rock a neckbeard quite frequently because, one, it grows back pretty quick. I'd say within 2 or 3 days it needs to be tamed. And the other part is I don't like to shave. Shaving just doesn't work so well with my face. It makes me break out, it makes me itch. All around it's not a good thing. So what I typically do is I trim the neck beard, and because of this it comes back faster, or it looks like I have stubble. But quite frankly, it's just the easiest way to keep up with it, and I'm not quite at the point where I want to shave every day. Again, it's irritating and stuff, so I trim about every other day or so. Sometimes I forget, and believe me, I'm reminded because half the comments are, make it free, why you get neckbeard there? Ew, gross, something living on your face. Thank you. Those all mean so much to me. But the neckbeard's here to stay, I'm sorry, because if I could grow a full beard right now, oh, believe me, I would. Oh, I would. But I can't. So, why don't you just go back to pottery, Jessica? Why pottering? Nicole Masiata asks, what do you look like without your glasses? That's a great question. I get quite frequently, actually. As you know, I tend to wear these glasses everywhere and all the time because, well, I do enjoy seeing and being able to recognize things. Why don't we find out right now, Nicole? Dylan Papillin, that's quite the name there, Dylan. Flare your nostrils for me, Mr. Fruit. I get excited when you flare them. That's awfully strange, but a request I'm willing to fulfill. So, eat your heart out, Dylan. This is the next evolution of entertainment, people. Odd request, again, but you know what, hey. Matt Ritmanic asks, you're one of the few gamers that don't curse in your videos. Why? I also get this from time to time, not as often, but this also has to do with, I'm sure you've seen videos where I've censored cuss words. It just harkens back to, before YouTube. I never really cussed. It's not that I feel like it's unholy or there's something against it and I hate people that curse. No, it's just I chose not to have that as part of my vernacular. Not for any particular reason. I just figured, you know, there was no point in saying those words, and so I never got really used to it. Occasionally, I'll say it in a video just for comedic purposes, and I'll censor it out. But that's about the gist of it. And it works as well because I definitely have a younger audience with some of you, and some of you don't need to be hearing that yet. You know, it'd be nice for some corners of the internet to be a little more holy, and I realize with the videos with friends, I try to censor, I miss a lot of stuff, blah, blah, blah. That's about the gist of it. Matt, hope that answers your question, which, well, that did just answer your question. So, boom, answered. Again, I have nothing against people that do that, you know, more power to them. I know it'd be easier to just yell explicitives and all that stuff, but I feel like having to find something besides cussing almost makes it more challenging, but also more entertaining. Ryan's Gaming asks, can you draw a pony or a unicorn? Less than 3, that's a heart, if you aren't familiar with that code. Yes, I could draw a pony or unicorn, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that right now, why don't we? Now, I don't recommend this all for beginners, but what you have to do, I actually know a little secret about MS Paint, okay? What you want to do is you want to start with the outline. Now, that might look like an ugly butt, which it was, but if you give it a chance, those are just the back legs. Listen, trust me, okay? He's a little bow-legged, it's fine. Comes up, there's this... Oh, this is not for beginners. Start with the outline. Oh, that is a fantastic... Wait, where's its tail? Start with the back, and then you have its glorious whatever that is, and sort of looks like a weird poop. Anyway, then you have its feet. You can't tell... Oh, God, he's a fatty. Okay, and you put it right there. Yeah, and now his thick, nice, and... Wow, what is... Wait, where's his... Okay, there's his horn. And he comes, and then his mane. Look at that, and to complete it, you close you close the object, bam! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you MS Paint. Alright, fine. There you go. Are you happy now? Isn't he so beautiful? I call him George. Jan Marius asks, are you a Filthy Frank fan? Please, boss. Please. Cam_Ghost10 asks, did you win that dancing contest? Now, if you're confused as to what he's talking about, in my last Ask Fruit, I showed a video of me dancing in what most people call a talent contest, or whatever you would call it. But really what it was a man pageant in my senior year of high school. And it was for 20 seniors got selected, I believe, to partake in this pageant of sorts. I don't know how to explain it. The first round was the talent round, which is where I did that dancing you saw. That's what they eliminated. After that round, they eliminated half of them, so it went down to 10. I got past the talent round. After the talent round was the spirit round, I think, as well as the question round, which was more of like how witty can you be on stage. They gave you a random question, you had to react to it. I also have the video on that I can release at some point. I think that my response to the question helped me secure the win because, yes, I ended up winning it because then you had to go through a few stages. But regardless, I ended up winning the competition. And the competition was called Mr. Titan. So I have become Mr. Titan, which is rather fitting that I main a Titan in Destiny. But I became Mr. Titan. And because of that, I became the best ever. Yes, that is when I took my final fruity form. Sev Scarita asks, I really enjoy your personality and your dancing, but it made me wonder, what social group, if any, did you fit into in high school? Also, did you join a marching band? I feel like we had a rather intrusive question last time. This one, not so intrusive, but it's out there. But I thought I'd answer it because it sort of fit along with what I just talked about with that competition. I guess I just sort of fit in the high school. I had my own group of friends. But I wouldn't really say I was in any certain social group, especially in my senior year of high school when I started to know a lot more people. It was just sort of, I knew people. I didn't try and identify with any certain social group or any of that. But I'd say I fit into high school. I didn't really have any problem. I wasn't like, I wasn't a jock or something and, and all that stuff. But no, I did not join marching band. Tried to play the trumpet in 6th grade. And that lasted about 2 hours. So, yeah, it was pretty easy to not choose the marching band after that experience. Tribe Seals ask, why are so many people forgetting to put the hashtag with their massage? Well, Tribe Seals, I don't know what this nonsense about the massage is. If you're inferring that the messages people are leaving don't have the hashtag, yes, I would agree. And I'd like to point out, if you want to be in these videos, it's easier for me to find comments with the hashtag AskFruit. So you're more likely to get into the video if you put hashtag AskFruit. So wink, wink, put hashtag AskFruit in it. Now, Tribe Seals, that massage you're talking about, listen, I normally charge for these sorts of things, and that won't be any different now. Email me, I'll get you some of my rates. We can talk about what we can do. I'm a pretty mean masseuse. I really know how to get in there. These delicate little fingers, let me tell ya. They know how to... I'm just kidding, please don't. No. I can't really massage, but I love massages. And I love back scratches. I don't know if it's just a dude thing, because from what I can tell, a lot of dudes enjoy like back massages and hair scratches. We're practically dogs. But oh my god, there's just something about... Little Light asks, what was the first game you played on the channel? Oh, Little Light, you confused poor soul. Let me walk you through YouTube so I can show you everything your heart desires. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the greatest channel on YouTube. No bias here. Now, listen, all you have to do is go videos, okay? Videos are gonna load. Wow, look at that thumbnail work. Who does that? He sounds like a fantastic... Okay, listen, see this tab? Right here, here's a handy little feature, okay? Click it. Click date added, oldest to newest. And what is... Oh, it's my first upload. Would you look... And what game could it be? Let's... Oh, loadout. Oh, well, there's your question answered, son. Loadout, boom. I know that might have sounded a little condescending, but maybe he didn't actually know that, or maybe he did. And if you, all the way, Jonathan Flores asks, can you touch your nose with your tongue? No. Jesper O'Soren, ho. When you're in a restaurant waiting for the waiter, doesn't that make you the waiter? Oh my goodness, Jesper, we're getting serious today, I see. It's one of those days, huh? You bring up a valid point, And to that, I would have to say,
Waiter, waitress, oh my gosh, if I'm in a restaurant, then that makes me the waiter. But I've never, why am I getting paid? Where's my wage? I don't understand. This is so Inception, Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, it's such a good movie. I don't know what to think about all this. My mind is starting to hurt. Jesper, what have you done to me?